Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to the 7th official episode of Tays TV. I know, finally. Don't hate, but stay tuned. I have a wonderful show ahead of us. Coming up on Tays TV, a story of a local Minot woman who is a beautiful woman inside and out, and she makes others feel beautiful as well. Stay tuned for the story of Kellie Harvey. That's coming up right now to you on Tays TV. Did you know that I'm now converting VHS tapes? Yep, I sure am. Just email taysnews@hotmail.com or message me on any of my professional socials located in the description of this video, and we can talk about how I can convert your cherished home videos into lasting memories forever. That's taysnews@hotmail.com. Pricing will be $10 an hour plus shipping and handling, as well as cost for a USB device. Well, welcome in everyone to another episode of Tays TV with me. I hope everyone's staying grounded outside because it's a windy Monday night out there. The wind is howling, so you might be able to hear it in the background, so I do apologize. But welcome to North Dakota, am I right? It'll be fun, they said. But this last weekend, I had the chance to roll on up to Minot and visit with a dear friend of mine to talk about her passion for photography. For Kellie Harvey, photography is in her genes. She recalls playing with her mother's cameras growing up, and her grandfather also had a passion for it as well. Now she's taken her passion and made it into a living. Here's more about her story. Kellie Harvey grew up in Minot, North Dakota. She graduated in 2013 from Minot High. From there, she decided to stay in Minot and went to Minot State University. She spent 2 years there as a criminal justice major. However, there was something in Kellie's heart that told her that wasn't her path. She decided to take a break from school for about a year and a half. She says she got guidance from others who were already well into their careers.
Some of them were just like, yeah, I just ended up here. Maybe it's not my passion. Maybe, in 10 years I'll do this. And that's kind of nice to hear, because I feel like a lot of times when you're in those building your knowledge and career days, you're kind of encouraged to find what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And it doesn't actually have to be the rest of your life. Like you can make changes and kind of discover what you want to do along the way. And that's kind of how my path went.
After that, she went back to college to once again try to find out what her passion was. She studied everything from criminal justice, business, a couple of different times, marketing, and even radiological technology. Finally, she would end up with a major in communications.
When I was at Minot State in communications, I was writing for the Red and Green, and my focus really ended up being on local businesses in town, and kind of specifically even downtown Minot. At the time, I was working at Off the Vine, and when I first started working there, I think I was fresh 21, downtown scared me.
What used to scare her as a young teen quickly became a new family to Kellie.
I quickly learned that downtown is like a community village, and the people are so kind and they're unique.
While she was working downtown and writing for the campus newspaper, she wrote an article about Atypical Brewery, and she ended up falling in love with the place.
I remember doing the interview thinking this place is going to be so cool.
Kellie would continuously ask the owners for the next few months for a chance to work with the brewery. Finally, they gave her a chance for their grand opening event. What began as event planning quickly turned into a passion for photography, a passion that was passed on by her mother and her grandfather.
The product itself is cool, like the ingredients they use and the flavors that they pull out in the beer. It was cool, and it was easy to be like, oh, we have a raspberry lemon sour. Cool, I'm gonna go shopping. We're getting raspberries, we're getting lemon, and I want my beer to look like, another Instagram profile that caught my eye. So it was just kind of growing that and learning that I loved creating a beautiful picture to show off what other people love.
A few years before, Kellie had a boudoir session, and she says she left that session feeling more confident than ever.
I remembered knowing I want to be able to give that same feeling back to other women.
From there, she started to learn how to work a professional camera. She then did a boudoir session with a friend and began a Facebook page in which quickly gained traction. On the side, she also began another company running businesses' social media pages, found Focus Media. Finally, last summer, Kellie says that she was able to branch out completely on her own and began working on her photography business full-time, Kellie Photography. While she captures all kinds of moments for people, such as prom, newborn, and family photos, her real passion with photography lies with boudoir and maternity photos. She says that she enjoys helping other women feel beautiful.
I'm learning what I really love is the small, intimate connection. And that's one thing I loved with boudoir. Like if you're in a session with me, I'm showing you the back of the camera constantly because I'm like, look at how good you look. You know, I start the session and it's more proper. And by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, girl, you look so good. You know, it's like, because we're chilling with each other and we're just hanging out. And like, that's the vibe that I want. I want them to come in and feel comfortable with, you know, whatever outfits they're in and how their hair and makeup looks. We make sure that they're still themselves.
Another passion she has is with engagement and wedding photography, because she says she enjoys a good love story. And a good love story is something Kellie knows well.
We actually met in 7th grade at confirmation at First Lutheran Church.
When Kellie met Dalton way back in 7th grade, she says that both their parents always sort of knew that there was something between the two. They became good friends and eventually dated her sophomore year of high school.
And I broke up with him like 2 weeks later, and I was like, he needs a haircut. All we do is drive around. You know, this isn't the relationship that I want. Yeah, as if I knew what I needed and wanted at 14.
However, the two would remain good friends, and what they had then was a good, pure, platonic love for one another. The timing would seem to never really be right for the two for a while. When he was in a relationship, she was single, and when she was dating someone, he would be single. Finally, they were both single at the same time. However, what would finally bring the two together would ultimately be a shared heartbreak.
And I had gotten a message that my friend Alexa had passed away. And so I literally broke down and I texted him. She was very close in his life as well. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you heard, this happened. And immediately, like, we, you know, got together and just kind of mourned with each other. And it was with that we kind of started our relationship.
The couple started dating, and that same summer, Kellie experienced a loss of her grandfather as well. She says it was a bittersweet summer, and she felt guilt for feeling happy with her soulmate at her side.
So it was a really hard summer of loss, and I remembered feeling like, how do I deserve to be feeling this happy when life is really, really sad right now, you know, because then my family's mourning a loss, my friends are mourning a loss. It was a very, very hard summer. Like, how should I be this happy when we're losing people? But I was.
The couple married in 2023, and Kellie says that Dalton is her rock, and he's supported her fully in her decisions to branch out on her own with her photography business. Kellie encourages others to find their passion and to just go for it because life is too short. And if you fail, keep going.
Go for it. Let yourself fail. You're going to fail. Keep going and have a really good support system. I've got people that I can go to and they're going to help me along the way and either ground me or amp me up if I'm having a hard day. So yeah, going with your gut, having a good support system and literally just going for it.
Reporting for Tays TV and Minot, I'm Taylor Austin. Well, if you would like to check out Kellie's photography and maybe book a session with her, you can find her pages linked in the description of this video. And I just wanted to say thank you to Kellie for allowing me to tell your story. And happy belated birthday as well. Her birthday was yesterday, so I had interrupted some birthday plans this weekend, but I hope it was a beautiful and wonderful weekend for you, Kellie. And again, happy birthday, and we'll have to get together soon. Now, if there's someone you guys think I should interview, like Kellie, who's got a wonderful, deep passion for what they do and make a difference in the world around them here in North Dakota, just let me know at taysnews@hotmail.com. That's TAYS news@hotmail.com. Or you guys can also message me on my professional socials as well. And those will be linked in the description of this video for you guys to find. And I just wanted to say I have gotten a lot of news tips for actual news stories, which is great. I would love to cover those kind of stories, but I'm a one-man band here, and I just really want to focus on personal interest stories, especially, obviously, personal interest stories, people in North Dakota. So that's really what I'm trying to focus on. So again, if you guys have somebody around you that you guys think I should interview that's just got a great story to tell, please just let me know. Again, just email me at taysnews@hotmail.com or on my socials, which again you can find in the description of this video. But that is all I do have for you guys this week. Be sure to tune in again next week. I will be once again tooling on up to Minot and speaking with my friend Megan and talking about how she makes others feel beautiful as well. So stay tuned for that story. Next week, it will be delayed by one day just because of the holiday. So it'll be on Tuesday night instead of Monday. But again, stay tuned for that next week and be sure to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, whatever you have to do to really help me get my numbers up there, because I'm trying to get that following going. So just help me continue telling the stories of the people of North Dakota. I would really just enjoy that. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And again, just stay grounded outside. Bye, Dad. I love you.